All right, so sitting on your mat, legs outstretched in front. Rub those hands all the way down your legs. Rub those hands through your thighs, thumbs on the middle, little fingertips on the outside, and then get the balls of your hand and rub them down the outside, down the top, down to the top of the kneecap, and then round to the inside, and then all the way down through those calves, thumb through the calf, fingers through the calf, down around the outside, underneath. Give those calves a bit of a massage, and then rub those hands down towards the ankles, soften your knees, pull yourself forwards, so holding onto your ankles, pull that chest upwards over those feet, so you're pulling that pelvis onto those thighs, bringing those armpits forward. You can put your hands around the base of your feet, bring your armpits forward, feel the stretch through the back of those thighs, feel the stretch through the lower back, feel the stretch through those ribs. Breathing in, filling those lungs up, breathing out, gradually push those legs little by little, knees going down to the floor, so we're stretching into those hamstrings a bit more. Pulling with those hands forward, pushing with those knees down. And then holding onto those feet, make sure they're parallel. Make sure those knees are pointing up to the ceiling. Point that right toe forward. Point that left toe forward. Point that right toe forward. Point that left toe forward. Point both toes forward. Bring both toes up towards your face. Flexing those ankles, put your hands over the soles of your feet. Pull those toes using the ball of your hand down towards the ankle, towards that shin bone. Flexing those toe joints. Really working through all of them. And then put the thumb on the top of the toes and push the big toes away. Second toes, third toes, fourth, and then the little toes pushing away. And then thumbs on the underneath of your feet, turn your feet so the soles come towards each other, stretch through that whole foot. And then turn your hands, so you put the fingers on the underneath and turn those soles away from you, rotating those feet. And then release those hands, let them slide up the legs, lifting yourself up nice and tall, roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Put the hands on the floor, lift that chest up, bring the chin up high. Use those feet to pull forward onto that front bottom and really pull those shoulders back. Push that chin up. And stretch through that neck and that throat. And then bring that chin all the way down into the chest. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. And taking the eyes all the way down between your legs. Pushing the top of the head away from the tailbone. Let those eyes swing round so they look at the right side of that right leg. Lift that left ear away. Keep those shoulders together. Keep that chest lifted. Stretch that left side of your neck. And then swing those eyes to the middle. And then take those eyes over to the left side of the left leg. Pulling that right ear away from that right shoulder. Lifting that right ear. Pulling those eyes down, stretching through the shoulders, stretching through the neck, pulling those shoulders together. And then bringing those eyes back to the front, push that head away, push those shoulders away. And then release those hands off the floor, bring those eyes up, pop them on your legs and roll them all the way down towards your feet again. Slide your hands around your feet, breathing in. Pulling those knees up, pull that tummy onto those thighs, pull those armpits down to those knees, and then push those knees to the floor. Feel the stretch in those hamstrings, feel the stretch in the back of the calves. And then lifting up, bring those arms up high, breathing in. And on the out breath, rolling yourself all the way down to the ground. All the way down, one vertebra at a time, bring those arms all the way overhead. Reach and stretch those fingers away from the head. Push those fingers as far as you can. Let those shoulders come up to the ears. Stretch that belly. Let the back lift up off the floor. Push the tailbone into the floor. Push those toes away. Breathing in, pull those shoulders down towards the ears, release the stretch of the lower back, bring those arms all the way up into the sky. Take those arms all the way out wide, squeeze those shoulders together, push the back of the head into the floor, squeezing the shoulder blades together, push the tailbone into the floor, let that spine lift away. Breathing in. Breathing out, bring those hands up in front, up together. Flatten that spine into the floor. Let the head come soft. Let the tailbone come soft. Breathing in. On the out breath, chin into the chest and roll yourself all the way back up towards those feet. Slide those hands all the way down. Bring your tummy all the way onto your thighs. Bring your armpits all the way down towards your knees. Make sure your feet are pointing upright. Breathing in. Push that right foot away, push that left foot away. Pull yourself further down and then sit yourself up into vertical and bring your roller in. Bring your roller in behind you. So bending your knees up, feet flat on the floor, breathing in. On the out breath, put that roller down around those bottom ribs. Take hold of the head in the hands, breathing in. On the out breath, push that chest up to the sky, let that head come down. Empty those lungs. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring that chin into the chest and bring yourself up. So this is really important for you, Ros, from the COVID. Getting those ribs working again. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lengthen over the roller, stretching all of those muscles between the rib cage. You don't want anything preventing your lungs from really opening and filling. Breathe in at the bottom. Flare those ribs. Breathe out. Empty those lungs. Bring that head back up to the ceiling. Move the roller up a few more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in at the bottom. Breathing out. And then lift that head up, move the roller a few more centimeters up. Breathing in. On the out breath, laying over the roller. So as your lungs become restricted, you won't move the ribs as much and the muscles between the ribs will get stiffer. Breathe in at the bottom. Breathing out. So breathing exercises, rolling on the ribs like we are is absolutely what you need to be doing. Bring that head back up. One more roll. Take that head up, rest that head on the back of the roller. Put your hands around your jaw. Push that jaw away with the right hand and release. Push that jaw away with the left hand and release. Push that jaw with both hands and release. Take the head in the hands, lift the bum up, roll that roller all the way down to those bottom ribs. Roll that roller all the way back up towards the base of the neck. Roll that roller all the way down to those bottom ribs. Roll that roller all the way up to the base of the neck. Lean on that left side. Rolling all the way down. Leaning all the way over on the left. Going all the way onto the side. Through those ribs. All the way down. Now stop with that roller in that bra strap area. Straighten that underneath leg out. Straighten the top leg out. Bring that top hand all the way over. Lift those ribs up, or lift that bum up so that you're stretching those ribs at the top. Pull that right hand away, push that right foot away. And then bring that hand in, bring those legs back in and move that roller again. Whichever way you want, taking it up, taking it down. Through those bottom ribs, rolling back over onto the back, arching over it, all the way onto the back, all the way through, down, And then leaning onto that that right side. All the way down. All the way up over onto the right. So just to the right of the spine to start with. And then all the way onto the right. And then let that underneath arm come straight above your head. Down to those bottom ribs and stop in that bra strap area. Straighten those legs out, straighten the right leg, straighten the left. Bring that left arm all the way overhead. Place that left hand away from the left foot. Lengthen those ribs over that roller. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretching through that rib cage. Bring that left arm back in, bring that left leg back in. Move that roller all the way down, all the way up. Leaning back onto the back, through those ribs, all the way down, all the way up, and back onto the back. Opening, rest the bum on the floor, stopping the roller in that bra strap area. Stretch those legs out, stretch those hands out. Breathing in, push, stretch those ribs, feel them flare up. Bring those hands back in, bring those feet back in. Moving that roller one more time. And then bring the chin into the chest. And pop your bum on the floor. And sit yourself up. Good, bring that roller around to between your legs. Under your knees. Bring that roller in. And we're just going to roll it through that bum. So rolling it through that bum. So I'm on my left side. Rolling up, rolling down. So I'm going to go down onto my elbow so that I can get it up on the edge of my hip. I'm going to roll over onto that left side. Through that hip. Just staying on the hip. All the way over onto the front of that leg. All the way over onto the front of the hip flexors. And then onto the swapping legs onto the right leg. Through that hip flexor. Over onto the side. Over onto the back of the hip. Through that bum. And then back onto the bum. On the right. And then sitting on top both with the roller at the base of the bum, top of the leg, and we're going to roll the length of the leg. Roll those hamstrings. Really pushing forwards and back. Turn those toes towards each other. Put that left leg on that right leg, keeping that right toe in. Feel the roll on that inside of that thigh. Roll over onto the back of that thigh. Rolling all the way over onto the side. Go down onto your elbow if you want. All the way down. All the way over onto the front of that leg. I've got the other leg up. All the way over onto the front of that right leg. And then turn that right toe out so you get a bit on the inner thigh there as well. Don't worry if the other leg comes down. And then go on the left leg, on the inner thigh. And then on the front. And then up on the side of that leg, on the front side, all the way through. And then over on the side. And then over on the back. Gosh, like it didn't used to be able to do this at all on my legs, on the front especially, and then on the back, and then turn that left toe in and get a bit on the inner thigh there. And then pop your thumb on the ground. And then bring that roller down towards those calves. And rolling through those calf muscles. Turning the toes outward. Turning them upright. And turning them in. It's just a bit harder doing the calves. It's a bit more cat-handed. And then when you've done that, put your bum on the floor. And you can move that roller out of the way. And grab your tennis ball. We're doing a slightly different order today. Giving it a bit of a warm up with the roller. Pop the ball in under the bum. And then roll that ball. Roll that ball. Roll that ball, making sure you get on the outside edge of your butt cheek, as well as through the big bulk of it, as well as across to the inside. Rolling that roller, or ball roller. And then when you find a place of tension, move that leg up and down. So you're moving the leg in whatever direction is making that muscle demand blood. So sometimes it's in and out with that leg, sometimes it's up and down. You've got to work out so when it's more on the outside of the leg, of the bum, you can move it up and down. Where it's more on the inside, it's more of an in and out generally. Just get that tension going. And then we can move over to the other side. You've got more tension in my left. Balls a bit soft. So moving that, finding those areas, bring that other leg up and down. And then as you bring the leg up and down, you can just get a bit heavier and heavier on the ball so that you increase the intensity. And then move it again. Find another area. Lifting that knee up and down. And then moving around. And then we can hop off that ball when you're ready. And then just feel those butt cheeks, put those legs out straight. Bring that left leg across over to the right buttock. Push those butt cheeks into the floor, lift that knee up and push down. So we're stretching, having just done that. Rolling, push this bum into the floor, pushing, lifting and turning. And then release that leg and bring the other leg in. Bring that leg in, turn, put the knee into the crook of the elbow, push the right buttock down. Lift that chest up, turn around towards the right. Feel that stretch through that glute. Breathing in. Breathing out, lifting and turning. And then release, let that leg go straight. Slide those hands down towards those feet. Hold around the base of the feet, armpits. Notice how your armpits are much easier coming over your knees. Pull that tummy down, push those knees down. Feel how the hamstrings feel a bit looser. Lengthening. Release those hands. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Bring your hands up high, rolling yourself all the way down to the ground. Bring those hands all the way overhead. Push those fingers away from the toes. Push that right hand away from the right foot. Push that left hand away from the left foot. Push both hands away from both feet. Pull those shoulders down towards the waist. Bring those arms up to the sky. Push the back of the head into the floor. Lifting that back away from the ground. Rest those shoulders on the ground. Bring those arms apart, back to the hands, to the floor. Back to the hands, to the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathing in on the out breath. Bring those hands up to the sky. Got a talking dog right now. Palms together, push the spine into the ground. Breathing in. On the out breath, pull the back to the hands to the floor, let the spine lift up, push the head in the ground, push the bum in the ground. Let that spine lift away, the shoulders are lifting away a bit, squeezing those shoulders together. Now rest the shoulders on the floor. Bring that spine to the ground, bring those hands all the way up to the sky above you, palms together. Chin into the chest, rolling yourself all the way up towards those feet, sliding the hands all the way down. Pulling yourself forward, breathing in, push that head over those toes. Breathing out, bring yourself up to vertical. Bring those arms up in front of you. Lower yourself down to the floor. Bring that right knee up, bring that left knee up. Bring the tailbone off the floor and release. Bring the tailbone off the floor and release. Bring the tailbone off the floor, release. Take those arms out like a scarecrow. Drop those knees to the left. Turn the eyes right, put the left hand on that right knee and pull that right knee down to the floor. So the knees are stacked, but you're just pulling that knee onto the other knee. Release that arm, bring those legs up to the sky. Take those legs to the right, turn the eyes left. Put that right hand on that left knee, pull that left knee into the right knee. Push that left shoulder to the floor, lengthen that arm, breathing in. Breathing out. Take that right arm away again, push it out straight. Bring those knees all the way up to the sky, drop them over to the left again. Turn the eyes right, push those knees to the floor, turning through that body. Bring those legs all the way up to the sky, take them to the right, turn the eyes left. Pull those knees to the floor, push those hands away from each other. Bring those eyes straight up, bring those knees straight up. Bring those arms up, hug those knees into the chest, lift the tailbone up. Release, lift that tailbone up, release. Lift the tailbone up, bring the nose to the knees, release. Take those knees apart. Knees are still bent, take them apart. Push the tailbone down to the floor. Push all those ribs into the ground, pulling those knees apart. Push that right knee to the floor. Push that left knee to the floor. Push that right knee down. Push that left knee down. Push both knees away from each other. Lengthen that body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Pushing both knees away. Straighten those legs. Pushing both legs away still. Point those toes. Flex those feet. Circles with those feet one way. Circles with those feet the other way. Let those legs really stretch, pointing those toes. Relax the feet, bend those knees back in, bring those legs back together. Put that right leg out straight, bring that left knee in all the way up to the armpit. Stretching, bringing, holding onto the base of the foot. Pull that foot up so the knee's really pulling up. So I'm holding the base of the foot with my right hand. Left hand is guiding the leg and it's pushing that knee up towards that shoulder. Pushing that other leg away. Release. Bring that left leg over the right leg. All the way down to the floor. Push that left hand away. Keep the shoulder on the floor. Eyes are left. Let that left knee come down. Follow it with the hip. Take the breastbone up to the sky. Take the tummy up to the sky. Breathing in. Breathing out, release onto your back. Bring that knee in again. Push that other leg away. Bring that knee all the way over again. Push that shoulder away, push those eyes away. Rolling onto that right hand side. Support the leg, the head with the underneath arm. Take hold of this foot in this left hand. Push the clench through the bum, push the pubic bone forward. Pull that foot back behind you. Letting that leg go behind, lengthening. Let that leg go to the floor. Keep your shoulders lifted like this. Push that leg on the floor, slide that leg away, clench with the bum. Now bring that other foot over and put it onto that left knee and pull that left knee down. So I've still got my left shoulder off the floor. Pulling that left knee down. Pulling that tummy down, stretching that hamstring, that quad, stretching through that hip flexor, stretching through that iliotibial band. And then release that right leg, release that left leg, roll back onto the back, bring that left knee in, bring that left knee over, push those eyes after that hand, breathing in, breathing out. Roll back on the back, put those legs out straight, put those arms out straight. Bring those arms up into the sky. Left leg again, same leg, bring it in. Straighten that leg up into the sky, holding behind the leg. Breathing out. Pull that foot towards over your head. Holding it strong, point the toe. Flex the foot. Point the toe. Circles with that foot one way. Circles the other way. Relax the foot, pull it over your head further. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bend that knee, pull that thigh down onto your chest more. Holding that leg, pulling the foot over your head. Now push the knee away, feeling the stretch deepen into your glutes. And then bend that knee. Let that leg go out straight. Take the arms overhead, reach and stretch. Bring those arms up to the sky, bring that right knee in. Pull that right knee up towards your chest. Bring that right knee all the way over the body. Push that right hand away. Bring that right knee to the floor. Let that hip come up. Let the tummy come to the sky. Let the eyes look at that right hand. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Rolling back onto the back, pulling that knee into the chest, lifting that knee up. So when I say pulling it into the chest, my knee is coming up the side of my body. It's coming up towards the shoulder. Let that knee come over the body again. Let that hip lift, twisting, rotating those ribs, stretching. So we're really getting those ribs working. Breathing in, breathing out. Rolling onto that left-hand side, support the head with the underneath arm. Take hold of this top foot in that top hand. Clench with the bum, push the foot into the hand, lengthen that leg behind you. Breathing in, breathing out, lengthening that leg behind. Put that foot onto the floor. I hold the underneath of the foot when I do this. So lengthen, so I've still got my right shoulder off the ground, lengthening that right foot away. Put that left foot on that right knee, pull that leg down. Clench with the bum, draw the core down too, stretch through that hip flexor, stretch through that quad. And you will feel a stretch through the outside of the leg, through the iliotibial band. Lengthen that leg away, at the same time draw the tummy down to the floor. Pull that foot down, pulling the knee down. And then release that left leg, release the right leg. Roll back onto your back. Put those legs out straight, bring those arms all the way overhead, reach and stretch. Bring the same leg, bring the right leg all the way back in. Bring that right leg one more time over the body. Push that right hand away. Roll back onto the back, straighten that right leg into the sky. Holding behind that leg, keeping it straight, point those toes, bring the leg in, flex the foot. So as you point the toe, you bring the leg further, and then you flex the foot and you increase the intensity. Point the toe, bring the leg in, flex the foot. Point the toe, flex the foot. Point circles with that foot one way, circles the other way. Bring that leg in, bend that knee, bring it in further, and then holding the calf, pull that leg, that foot towards, push the knee away, feel the intensity increase into the top of the hamstring. And then release that leg, put that leg out straight, take those arms overhead. Breathing in on the out breath, roll yourself all the way up to sitting, reaching towards those feet, hold behind around the feet, pulling yourself forward. Breathing in on the out breath, lift yourself up to vertical, put the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind and turn. Lift, turn those ribs. Come back round to the front, right hand on the left knee, left behind, lift and turn the other way. Breathing in, breathing out, turning those ribs. Come back round to the front. Swing those legs around and come up onto all fours. Hands under the shoulders, middle fingers parallel. Knees under hips, feet level with the knees. Turn that tailbone down, push the back up, bring the eyes down. Turn the tailbone up, bring the eyes up, sink that chest down. So we're sinking the chest and the belly, opening through that chest, pulling those shoulder blades down to the waist, pushing the chin forward and stretching through the throat. Turn that tailbone down, bring that back up, pushing through the chest. Turn that tailbone up, sink that chest down, pushing it between your arms. Breathing in. Breathing out, slide those hands forwards, pushing those knees apart, spreading those buttocks, pushing those shoulders forwards, pushing those hands forwards, stretching those armpits down to the floor, breathing in. Breathing out, open. So this is part of down dog. This is how you should feel in down dog, this part of your back. Pushing the armpits through. Breathing in. Breathing out, pushing your chest down. And then glide that bum back towards those feet. Let those hands drag on the floor, pulling those knees apart, bring yourself up onto all fours. Turn that tailbone down, push that back up. Turn that tailbone up, push that chest forward and through. Slide those hands forward one more time, pushing forward, armpits coming down. Bring that chest to the floor, bring the forehead to the floor, whichever you prefer. Pushing those hands forward. Keep the hips above the knees, then you'll have a more stable feeling. Pushing your armpits down, pushing your chest down, breathing in. Breathing out, push the hands into the floor. Release on the hands and stretch those arms away. Slide that bum back towards the feet. Pulling those knees apart, come back up onto all fours. Take those hands to the front of the mat, turning those toes over, soles of the toes are down. Pulling those knees apart, turn the inside of the elbows forward. Lift yourself up onto your feet and your hands. Soft knees. Soft knees. Push that tailbone up to the sky, push the tummy towards the chest, pushing the armpits down. Push the right heel down, push the left heel down. Push that right heel down, push that left heel down. Push both heels down. Lengthening. Come up onto your toes and stretch that joint. Lower those heels down to the floor. Lift that left heel up into the sky. Bend that left knee, drop the left foot behind, lift the knee up. Swing that left foot through between those hands. Lengthening that right leg away, lifting that chest up, pull that left knee out to the side so that you've got room for your body to drop down on the inside of that leg. Push that right heel away. Keep that right leg straight so you feel the stretch in that hip flexor. Breathing in, lifting that chest up and lower that back knee to the floor. Keep the toes as they are. Push that back groin towards this front foot. Lift that left hand up into the sky. Feeling a rotation through that hip. Bring that left hand down onto the floor. Bring that right hand into the sky. Bring that right hand down onto the floor. Pushing off that front foot, come up onto your back knee, front leg. Pull the pubic bone forward, feel the stretch in the front of this hip. Lift that chest up, bring that right arm up into the air, breathing in. On the out breath, push that right hand up into the sky, push that knee down. Really feel the stretch through that side. Lean that right hand over to the left, push that body over to the right, feel the stretch through those ribs, keeping those toes so the soles are down. Release that hand, put one hand either side of the front leg. Push that groin forward towards that front foot. Now glide the body backwards, straightening that front leg, sliding that front foot forward. Now turn the toe over of the back foot. Pull the toes towards you of your front leg. Point the toes away. Pull the toes towards. Point them away. Pull them towards. Walk those hands to the right. Push the bum left. Stretch through that left leg. Walk, keep low and walk those hands to the left. Let that leg slide. Let the bum slide right. Feel the stretch through the outside of this leg. Walk these hands back either side of this foot. Put the sole of the foot back on the floor. Swing the hips forward and lift up that chest. Push those hips down towards that front foot. Walk this front foot across to the right hand. Lower that front foot down, extend that leg out behind. Lower that body down over that front leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. Stretch through those glutes. Lengthen those hands in front. And then bring those hands back. One hand on the foot, one hand on the knee. Lift that body up. Lengthen that leg behind. Roll that pubic bone forward. Lifting that chest up. Push the knees into the floor. Take the hands behind. Lengthen those hands behind you. Lift that chest up. Pushing that pubic bone forward. Feeling the stretch through those hip flexors. Breathing in, breathing out. Release those hands, put them on the floor. Slide your body forward all the way down over that front leg. Reaching and stretching. Breathing in, breathing out. Release that front glute. Bring those hands back either side of this front leg. Lift yourself up. Put the hands on the knee and the foot, lift yourself higher, stretch into that hip flexor. Put those hands on the floor either side of the front leg, turn that back leg over, sorry, back knee up, lift yourself up into the air, come back into down dog. Feet should be 1 centimetre apart, soft knees, push through the balls of your hands, armpits down towards your toes. Push those knees and back, straighten those legs. Sinking those armpits down to the floor. Bring that right leg up off the floor behind. Left knee pointing to left hand. Bend that right knee. Drop the foot down behind. Bring the knee up. Stretch through those hip flexors. Stretch through the psoas. And then swing that right foot through between those hands. Slide that left knee back. Pushing that groin down towards this front leg. Keep that back knee straight. Lengthening. Breathing in. Lower that back knee to the floor. Keep those toes turned as they are. Push that back groin to the groin down towards that front heel. Lift that chest up. Bring that knee out wide so there's room for your body to drop in between. Push that crutch towards the front leg. Breathing in. Bring that right hand up into the sky. Stretch through that left hip. Bring that right hand down to the floor. Bring that left hand up into the sky. Feel the stretch through that back hip. Bring that hand either side of this front leg. Push off this front foot. Come up onto your knee and your foot. Pull your pubic bone forward. Lift yourself up tall. Stretching through this front hip. Bring that left hand up into the sky. Breathing in. On the out breath, push that left hand up high. Reach that left hand over towards the right hand side. Let the hips swing out towards the left. Stretching. Reaching. And then release that hand. One hand either side of this front leg. Turn the back toes over. Glide yourself backwards. Let that front leg slide forward a bit if you need. Bring that chest down towards this front foot. Pull the toes to your nose. Point the toes away. Pull the toes to the nose. Point them away. Pull them up, slide, keep the body low, slide the hands to the left. Push the bum right. Feel the stretch through that front leg. Swing those hands over that leg. Let the bum slide to the left. Breathing in. Breathing out. Come back to the center. Pop that foot flat on the floor. Bend that, or walk that foot back a bit. Bend that front knee, sink that crutch forwards towards that front foot. And then come back, walk that front foot across to that left hand. Drop that knee down towards the right hand. Lengthen that left leg away behind. Hold yourself here for a sec. Breathing in, and on the out breath, lower all the way down over that front foot. And extend those hands away from that left foot. Reach and lengthen. Breathing in. Breathing out. Walk those hands back towards this front leg. Lift yourself up. Push the chest away from the body. Pushing that back knee out straight. Lifting up tall. Take those hands behind. Lengthen those hands away. Breathing in. Breathing out. Push those hands. Push out nice and strong. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release those hands, put them on the floor in front. Lower yourself all the way down over that front leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. Walk those hands back towards this front leg. Lift yourself up. Hold them on the leg. Push yourself up so you're stretching through that hip flexor again. And then put the hands on the mat either side of that front leg. Turn the back toe over, lift the back knee up, push that bum up into the air, and come back into that down dog, feet a centimetre apart. Pushing off those hands, pushing that right heel down, push that left heel, push both heels down, push off those hands, armpits towards the toes, tummy to the thighs, push the tailbone up in the sky. And then come onto all fours, drop those knees on the ground. Put those toes, tops of the toes to the floor. Turn the tailbone down, bring that back up. Turn that tailbone up, bring that back down, bring the eyes up. Find neutral. Bring that left hand up into the sky. Reaching up high. Bring that left hand through under that right armpit. Stretching. Push that left hand through. Push off the right hand, bring that left arm up into the sky. And then release, bring that hand through. Looking under that armpit. And bring yourself onto all fours. Take that right hand up into the sky. Bring that right hand through under the arm. Breathing in. On the out breath, push off that left hand, bring that right arm up into the sky. And then push that right hand through one more time. Trying to get that shoulder under the armpit. Trying to stretch through those ribs. Push off that left hand and bring your hands next to each other on the floor. Turn that tailbone down, push the back up. Turn that tailbone up, push the chest forward and through, lengthen, push the head away from the tailbone. Breathing in, breathing out, come into neutral. Walk those legs forward and sit yourself down on your mat. Legs out straight in front. Hold behind your legs and lift yourself up tall. Slide your hands down towards those feet, hold around those feet. Pull yourself forward so your armpits come down towards your knees. Keep those feet vertical. Push those knees down into the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out, lift your body up nice and straight. Put that left hand on the right knee right behind and turn. And then come back to the front, put the right hand on the left knee, left hand behind, lift and turn the other way. And then come back to the front. Slide those hands forward one more time towards those feet, pulling forward. Bring those hands above the feet, off, yeah, and lift yourself all the way up vertical. Pull those knees to the floor, bring those arms all the way out wide, leave them on the floor behind you and just push your chest up. Push your body up to vertical. Release those hands, bring those hands all the way forward on the floor. All the way up into the sky, all the way around. Dust the floor, bring them all the way up again. Hold them together, breathing in. On the out breath, push those arms up high. Look up to follow them into the sky. Breathing in. Breathing out, release those arms. Rest them on your legs. And roll your shoulders. Very good. Well done, everybody. Well done, puppy.